What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're here like Julian for a weird disc round. And I know what you might be thinking. What classifies a weird disc? These are some of the, not all of the, but some of the weirdest discs that I own. This is a Champion Groove. I don't know if the Monarch or the Groove came out first, but the Monarch basically doesn't get talked about and the Groove gets a lot of hate, so I still keep the Groove around just for content creation purposes, rounds like this. One of the first that had the little like divot in the rim, similar to a Passion, but this is a 13-speed overstable driver, even though it says it's a -2 too. Next up, we have the Discmania Mutant. This one has no rounded edges. It is entirely angles, flat corners, edges. Feels a little weird. I do bag a Mutant. And we have the Alien. Innova Alien. It has a fastback top, similar to a Sonic, but then it has a weird mid-range rim on it, which it's just a weird disc. Next up, following in the Discmania footsteps, we have the Tilt. Obviously, you can't really have a weird disc round without a Tilt. We have the oversized Jaguar. This thing is, it's big. Here's a normal size disc. It's big. And then for our putter, we have Lone Star Dillo. We're gonna playing 6 holes, 12, 15, 16, 17, 20, and 21. Using some holes that you don't normally see on my channel, and leaving out a hole that you do normally see on my channel. Every disc has to be thrown off of the tee once. So every single hole, I'm gonna be throwing a different disc off the tee. Hopefully we can make it work out. Starting off though, I think I'm gonna go Alien. We're gonna throw this as the par 4 position because it's way around to the corner, so I'm actually just gonna kind of go safe and try to put it in the middle. This disc is a very, very low glide mid-range, which is weird because it has a lot of dome, but you throw it really hard and it doesn't really go anywhere. It's a weird disc, for sure. Just put it in the middle, give myself a chance to get up and down for the 3. Look at that. I have a mostly flat run up, and I might be high enough to see the band. Now the disc that might be the only one in my bag right now that I can throw over 300 feet, and that is the Champion Groove. As much as I hate it, this is the furthest flying disc in my bag. I'm starting to beat it in. It held over for longer than I was expecting it to, but that thing fought back so hard. Playing weird discs today, so we're playing weird rules. These are my summer rules when I'm playing just solo on the course. If it's playable and I'm willing to play from it, it's not OB. It is still a par though. Using that rule set, I once threw an upshot from the median of the street out there. Not a good idea, but I was willing to play from it. So it's not OB. Hole 16, we're going with the Groove on the drive here. It didn't count because it was an upshot. Drive. It is several years old. I've owned it for several years. I got it used. And I've done multiple dryer treatments where you heat it up in the dryer and literally bend it downwards. And it is still a beefcake. Weird discs, weird rules, weird ideas in plays. We're going with the upside down tilt putt. Probably a bad idea, but it has basically negative glide when you throw it flat, so upside down, maybe it'll stay in the air. I actually kind of did. Oh my goodness. It might actually be a sick upside down putter. That's weird. Weird discs. Let's go make a putt. Move on to hole 16. I think we might go Jaguar next. Definitely going Condor next, because this is, I think, the only hole where I'd actually be able to throw it and not just burn over. Because with the intense wind, it's a tailwind on this hole, so it's gonna be our best chance. But this disc, because it's so big, it has a lot of glide and stays in the air for a while. So let's use the downhill, the glide, and the tailwind to our advantage. Let's get all the way there. A little bit short, but did you see how long that stayed in the air for? If you ever want to throw an MTA shot, maximum time aloft, get one of the giant discs and then throw it into a headwind and watch it just sail straight up. Yeah, that was a bad putt, but we are still at even par. This thing feels like I'm holding a dinner plate. It's so massive. It's a swirly wind, mostly crosswind, but a little bit from the head. It's a little bit of a head crosswind, mostly crosswind. This probably seems like the best chance I have to throw a tilt, and for it to not just be the worst shot ever. Well, I put it to the left of the tree and it faded a lot. Yeah, I thought I was gonna make it past the tree. That disc is really, really overstable. Gonna keep in the forehand flex theme. We're gonna go Mutant. This one goes further than the tilt, which is weird because this is a 5-speed and the tilt is a 9-speed, but this one goes further. It also pans a lot more, so I can put it on some angle and let it drift. I don't know where that went. I think it was good. It disappeared around the corner though. Still even par. The scramble disc, not directly out of my bag because I have a different one in my bag, but the scramble disc from my bag, I know the angles. I know it feels weird. I know it looks weird. I know it flies weird, but it's a good kind of weird. I don't know which position hole 21 is in, but we're playing to the short on hole 20 because I only have the Dillo and the Mutant left. I'm gonna throw the Mutant here because I don't think I can get the Dillo there. And I'm just gonna have to trust that I can throw the Dillo on hole 21 and be somewhat accurate. However, everyone likes to pair the Mutant and the Zone OS together, and those really aren't the same discs. The Zone OS is blatantly overstable and it doesn't really go anywhere. It has very little glide. This disc is just a very, very overstable mid-range. It has the glide of a mid-range with the overstableness that you're looking for. A little bit of a flex forehand because basket is to the right side, so hopefully I can push it far enough before it starts to fade. Push, push, push. That's so short. It's gonna be a really, really long putt if I want to make a birdie. Dillo or tilt? You know which one we're going with. We're going with the tilt, baby. Oh my goodness. It actually is just like upside down. The tilt is a great disc. It's a great mid-range, great overstable putter. Right side up, it is one of... right side up, it is one of the weirdest, most unusable flights you'll ever get out of a disc. But upside down, it's great. I mean, I wasn't planning on making this putt, but how would you mark that? Last hole in this weird disc challenge. We have the Dillo. Basket's right over there. I'm throwing from the short pad, 1, because I have the Dillo, and 2, because the long pad is in the sun and we're in the shade right now. So, throwing the Dillo gang. I might end up on the Dillo gang. I don't know yet. I haven't thrown it enough to start to love it yet. Did you see that Dillo glide? Everyone says the Dillo doesn't glide. Did you see that glide? I barely threw it. It just hung up there in the air. Flight numbers are a lie. Sometimes you're being just a little weird. You don't want the normal, hey, let's close this out with a putter. No. We're being weird today. We're closing out with a tilt, a full tilt. We're 1 under par with some of the weirdest discs that I own or have even felt or thrown. If you enjoy content like this, make sure to like the video. If you want to see new stuff, comment all that down below, and make sure to subscribe. A lot of giveaways going on, including a couple of, they're getting nicer. Some pretty nice giveaways. Until next time, see you out on the course.